Yeah, tell me why. I don't know what happened earlier. My live just went off. I was mad. I hate when they do that. Like, ooh, eat. But anyway, I'm back. Pooper Stars, and it's your girl, Shay Renee. And I want to welcome y'all back to my channel. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on. I sure am. Hold up, hold up. I said, oh, Lord, we was just about to have a mimosa. The dream team and I. You see, it was a morning stream with the dream team. And child, YouTube just fucked over us. It is what it is. It's just fucked over us. Okay. So anyway, that's that. We here now though. We here now. So shout out to that. We are in the building. So yes, just like the live said, um, it seems like Chrisean Rock is thriving without Blueface, baby. Yeah, she sure is. So, yes, she is. I know, and I know a lot of people probably don't like that. A lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people don't like that, baby. Because y'all, that's exactly what I be scared of. As soon as I took the thing off, it started sliding up. Y'all know them things will hurt somebody. For real. So y'all know how people be quick to say, um, y'all know how people be quick to say. Y'all know. They be quick to say, put somebody in, if somebody got a little 15 minutes. That's what it was. Y'all know I was coming around about. Weird. I said, y'all just know I was coming around about. Shout out to that. Child, look. Oh, damn glass. That's good. I feel like I needed that. Not I needed, wanted. I had to learn how to make a damn mimosa for real. I had to. Because when I first started, I think I used to just put too much juice. I mean, to me, really, it's no such thing as too much juice. It's about what you like. But yes, you know, we all know, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to industry people, right? Especially the ones that people be thinking shouldn't have never had the opportunity from the get, you know. Um, mm, mm, them, people be giving them a hard time. It just is what it is. The hardest time. And they be like, your 15 minutes, your 15 minutes, your 15 minutes. But at the end of the day, though, the truth of the matter is, I said I like how she's thriving though still. I like that. I like that. Um, you know, it is what it is. Shit. Chrisean played her part. Shoot, she played her part. You know how kids be jumping on somebody? You know how y'all remember how when kids would ride on people's legs? Yeah, like jump on their whole body and ride their leg. You know what I'm saying? Like that amusement park or something. Child, that's what Chrisean did to Blueface. You see? Yes, but she rode that leg as long as she can. Okay? It just is what it is. And shout out to her for that. Shout out to her for that. Shit. Because Chrisean then went further than a whole lot of people thought she would. Okay, okay. She sure did. And we're going to get into that. We're getting into that on this live. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like, though. I'm going to need y'all to hit the damn like, okay? Because we're going to be getting into that in a minute. But anyway, after that, I want to say happy belated birthday to Savannah James, y'all. Because Savannah James just had a birthday. Oh, shit. Don't give me the line. Happy belated birthday. Hold on. Yeah, happy belated birthday to Savannah James, y'all. Had a birthday 2 days ago. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, one of them. I meant to post her on the blog, and I didn't. Something happened. Well, I didn't get the opportunity to. So I said, let me tell Savannah James, happy belated birthday. And then speaking of the Jameses, LeBron, shout out to LeBron. And this little news. LeBron allegedly gives the family, some of the families that's going to his school, some free housing, okay? Allegedly. Something about 50 unit, like a 50 unit apartment situation or something like that. LeBron has that he was able to extend to the families that go to his school. So shout out to LeBron and shout out to that. Somebody gonna get in the comments talking about Lee Projects. I said, oh Lord. Y'all get on my nerves. Child, I need y'all to keep coming with it. You see? Keep coming with it. Cause you know I'm gonna tell the people what what was said, cause I love a good comment section. Y'all know I just love a good comment section. So shout out to that. What else is going on in the world? Try first of all, not much. You see, whoever hit that like button, I appreciate that. Like, you know how you get bored? You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I get bored with the internet. It is what it is. I'm bored with the internet, child. And then speaking of bored, though, listen, why? Hey. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to Brizzy211. What's that 211 for? The bill? I'm just playing. But I hope not. Is it the bill, child? That's the first thing that came up to my mind when you say 211. But yes, speaking of being bored, not Erica Banks. I said Erica. Like, I said, what's going on with you? Child, so yesterday, Erica Banks was talking to Angela Yee, right? And she was speaking to Angela Yee about a new relationship that she's in, okay? And Erica is in a new relationship with a girl, a whole girl. So she doing the interview with the girl, right? And I'm just like, You know what I'm saying? Inserts the Shannon Sharp meme like instantly. I got bored. You see? It just is what it is. I say, oh, Miss Preston Curl is bored. She ain't got shit else to do, shit else going. You know, and that's not knocking her, the situation, or nothing nobody want to do, you know? For real. But the truth of the matter is, I was lying. First of all, y'all know I always tell the rap girls, if you like, if you dating, date, okay? But it's not everybody business who you talking to. You see? Let's start there. Okay, let's start there. It ain't nobody business that Erica Banks is dating this girl. For real. You see? Now, secondly, though, I'm like, who is it? Who? It's like, I'm like, take the what and leave the what. It just didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make no sense. Erica Banks is talking to a girl. But that's not the kicker. Y'all ready for it? For real, like somebody in the NFL. Here comes the kicker, for real. Listen, the kicker is the girl is a damn. She's like, we don't know her. I said we just don't fucking know her. You know? I'm like, Lord Jesus. The wheel. You see? Yeah. Yeah. I just like, oh Lord, I just couldn't make no sense of it, y'all. I couldn't make no sense of it, y'all. I was like, damn. They ain't got no popular girls, Erica. It don't make no sense to me. It don't. I was like, oh Lord. Erica could have stayed by herself or kept her business private. You know, that's how I feel about it. It just is what it is. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you gon', I just feel like if you gonna announce some shit, let it be, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what this is, you know. This is what they were. Shit. She could have kept that. It just is what it is, y'all. She could have kept that. I was disappointed. I'm looking at this girl like, who the fuck are you? It's just, oh, Lord. But, in all fairness, I do feel the same way about the little dude that Chrisean is talking to, too, though. You know, so I guess I'm going to give the situation a little bit of grace. Okay? Excuse me. We just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. Okay, but y'all know I love telling y'all what my initial thoughts are, and the very first thing that popped up in my fucking head is so shout out to that. And the very first thing I thought of, I was like, girl, this woman is bored. Okay. Yeah. She just seemed bored. Erica seems like she needs something to do. Yeah, so shout out to that. I said, Lord. I said, who the fuck is that? It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. You see? And it's just like, out of everything Erica could be doing. You know what it remind me of? It remind me of when everybody was mad. Hold on. I need to get my charge. It reminded me of when everybody was mad at Glouse. Glouser for going on baddies. That's what it remind me of. Because I was just a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I was just a little disappointed. Erica is, Erica is very talented. I don't know. I just hate to see her doing some of the stuff she be doing. Love and hip hop, all of that shit. Uh-oh. Shit. All of that shit included. The girl's got talent. She has talent. Now, I don't know what's going on and all of that, though, because we all know it's people out here with talent that just, nothing never happens for real. You know what I'm saying? They star never rises. It's crazy about the industry. It really is. I was thinking to myself earlier, I said, I don't know if these people be rubbing, like, because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, I think that, like, the industry is such a tricky place, right? Where you can do one thing to one person and then just cut your lights out. You know what I'm saying? Just completely, for real. I think it'd be working like that sometimes. Because, some people just disappear. And it don't make no sense why they just disappeared. I'm like, dang, let me find out. I'm really starting to think they might not like the word no. Yeah. Let me find out Erica Banks probably didn't tell somebody no. A time or two. I don't know. But again, man, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Shador. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of Shador a little bit. Shit. Because she talented. The talent is there. So what they tripping on? Shit. Shout out to that. Yeah. She talented. Erica Banks can wrap circles around a lot of these girls. A lot of them. So I don't, I just, it is what it is. I feel like I want more for my good Texas sis, if that makes sense. It just is what it is. Shit. Cause the girl can rap, and sometimes it's so sad, for real. Like even with people like Kaepernick and the Sanders kids, like, I just feel like it's sad when somebody wants to do something and they're like unable to, It is, especially when they good at it, or even, well, yeah, we know they got to be good at it, but especially when we know it's their passion for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's really sad. It's almost like, to me, it's almost like watching somebody's, hold on. It's almost like, to me, it's almost like watching somebody's tank sink, for real. Almost like looking at it sinking, it ain't shit you can do about it. Watching the Titanic go down. Shit. Especially when you like them, when you like them and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But it's lots of people out here like that. But yeah. I won't feel too sad for Erica because I definitely feel like Erica is still getting to her bag, still out here getting her a piece of some money. You see? So yeah, shout out to that. And shout out to her too. But child, yes. Word on the curb is Erica Banks popped out with this big old uh yellow girl yesterday, child. A big yellow girl. You know, for real. No, and that's no tea, no shade. But I said, who is this? Child, she was up there looking like a, what's some things called? Child, I'm trying to talk a little shit. Don't even know what the hell I want to say for real. But, oh, I can't think of that. I cannot think of that. Shout out to that. It is what it is. Y'all know I'm an 80s baby. You just had to be there. Damn. Oh, that's what she was sitting up there looking like. A damn lemon head. Period. That's what she would look like. I said, Lord. Lord. Anyway, though. And then speaking of sad situations, well, I hate I started it like that. But no, Boosie and Webby, I just seen a clip of them in the studio together. So word on the carpet, I don't know if it seems like Boosie and Webby is making some type of music. And that's good. Shout out to them and shout out to that. Now when I was saying a sad situation though, like, yeah. Webby was that. You know? Anybody that remembers Boosie and Webby days, you know, when they was basically when it was a time, if you will, or whatnot, man, that was a time. That was a time. Like you just really had to be there. Webby was that boy. Oh yes, Miss Preston Curl. Webby was that boy for real. And after I thought about it, I was like, and it's really sad too. It is. I think, you know, how can I explain it? It's like, you know, life be lifing, right? It do. But it kind of makes me sad when you think that, like, some of your favorite artists, right, are going to eventually slow down. You know, and so, like, shit, dare I say it, fall off, slow down, fall off, however you want to put it. But, you know, it made me think about how great Webby was in his time and how lit his music was and stuff. And then all of a sudden, just nothing. Nothing. You know, that's crazy to me. That's so crazy. Lord, that's so crazy. But anyway, shout out to Boosie though, who got in the studio with Webby. Just recently had Webby in the studio. Shout out to him for that. You know, yesterday I had put on some Master P music, and then so all these older songs started coming on, and like, man, they showed some old Boosie videos, and I was like, man, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's really crazy how, like, Boosie, I don't know. I just feel like honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all what I was thinking. I was looking at the video and I was like, Boosie was not no ugly boy. You know what I'm saying? When he was younger, he was not ugly. But now he looks way different. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was just thinking, though, but that explains his attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because even though he looks way different, right? He ain't always look like that. So, yeah, it just is what it is. It's crazy, though. It's so crazy how times change, people change, you know? And, like, yeah, it's really scary, though, a little bit. It's scary. Because I told you I was listening to Master P yesterday. And that's what really got me to thinking about how, like, people can literally be, I don't know, like hot, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I don't know how to put it, but like, you know, Master P had his time. You know, he did. He had his time. And now he just considered older and he don't rap no more, you know? And that's kind of sad. It is what it is. You know, it just made me sad a little bit when you think about, well, damn, that's what's going to happen to such and such and such and such and such and such, you know? It's crazy. It is what it is. But here we are. Here we are. And then I'll take it a step further. I mean, I guess that's why it's good, right? Why people be trying to kick these people off the stage and these people are just trying to entertain and stay with the times and stuff. But like, yeah, for instance, y'all know all that pop locking and dropping Genuine be doing. Shout out to Genuine. I'm not doing this shit for nothing. Shout out to that. Me either, Genuine. Me, okay. But now, they be on his head for trying to entertain, you know what I'm saying? Differently. Him, and now they done start doing Maxwell the same way, y'all. So, like, it's like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Let the people have a performance however they want to have a performance, you know? Because the truth of the matter is somebody appreciates that damn performance. Somebody, you know? Because we got to understand, these people were once the shit to somebody. You know, and the thought of people getting older and things playing out is just scary a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Because, like, can y'all imagine Chris Brown getting old for real? Like, and he is. The truth of the matter is Chris is getting older. Chris ain't no young, no, you know. Shh. All that dancing might make him, but, you know, shit. He getting older. He getting up there. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? In another 10 years, you know, things are gonna be different for Chris Brown, you know? So that's crazy. That is a crazy ass thought. But again, to me, you know, it makes you appreciate these people, like, I don't know, who could I say? Just the older generation, you know, that still have concerts. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people be sitting around talking about, oh man, they shouldn't have to do this and they shouldn't have to do that. I don't disagree. You know what I'm saying? I don't disagree. They shouldn't. But it's a difference between having to and wanting to. You know what I'm saying? Almost like oh, hold on. Oh shit. You know, oh man, I cannot remember. My bad. But I think, right? Right? Wasn't that Gladys Knight's son? I think it was. Don't give me the line though. But I think I'm absolutely positive. The Gladys Knight's son just recently came out and said he don't think his mama should be torn. He think his mama is being like somebody being done wrong, if you will. And like he thinks that somebody needs to look into her husband still having her work. But she came out and said that she wants to. Now I think two things can't be true at once. She can want to, but it cannot be good for her. So still look into that. But like I said, some of these people still want to. Not they need to, not they have to. They wanna. And I said, well, shout out to them and shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? It's for their fans' sake. Oh yeah, it is what it is for their fans' sake. Cause I take it a step further, real quick. Cause y'all know that's what I love to do. If Webby if Webby um mm, mm, trying to figure out how I want to say this. If Webby got his act together for real and like wanted to do a tour with Boosie, I would absolutely go to that shit. Okay? It just is what it is. That's something I would want to see. Hands down. Yeah. It just is what it is. But like, Webby will have to be on board though. If that makes sense. Because other than that, like, I don't know. Like, I like Boosie. Don't get it twisted. I like Boosie, right? And I like a lot of Boosie shit. But for some reason, like, I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? But the best way to explain it is I took more to Webby, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So out of the two, like I had, like for instance, I had Webby's albums. Like I can literally sing songs from his albums, rap them word for word. I can't do that with Boosie music. And I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Boosie, you know what I'm saying? I know he was tough back in his day. But like I never speaking of that, smoking on some perp. Hey, I used to love that song. Hey, I used to love that song. Oh, that song went so hard. That song went so hard. That is a fucking classic, Boosie. Yes, it is. But Boosie is one of them type of people where like I would compare him to Kendrick. I would. I can honestly say, as far as I go, and being a fan of Boosie and his work and his music and his art and stuff like that, I will compare him to Kendrick a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because with Kendrick, I don't know a lot of Kendrick's albums, but I know his music. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And then too, how some when artists make music, some of it is gonna go blow up, and then how they pick a single. So like the Wipe Me Down, like I know all of Boots Set It Off, like I know all of his hits, if that makes sense. But I don't no, I can't. Like I'm sure some real Boosie fans would know a lot of his songs that I'd be like, I never heard that before, too. And like that's how I feel about Kendrick Lamar too, if that makes sense. Like most of hold on. I'm getting sidetracked because I was singing a song with Kendrick Lamar on it earlier, y'all. How it go? It was the one he got with 2 Chainz. Damn. Excuse me, I was singing it earlier today and can't even think how it go. What did he say? I can't think, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad. But I just feel like Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? I can compare him to Boosie. It is what it is. Because, like, I know a lot of his hits. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of his songs, I'll probably be like, oh, I never heard that before. Too. But if it's a hit, you know, I know it. Does that make sense? Because I ain't gonna lie, ever since Kendrick Lamar blew up, ever since They Not Like Us came out, I've been paying way more attention to him. They Not Like Us definitely put him more on my radar. But so a lot of his music, I be like, that's Kendrick Lamar? I didn't know that. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, I love bad bitch problem. Yeah, yeah, I got a fucking problem. Hey, you see, that was a bop. You know, that was a hit. That was a damn good song. That's how I am with Boosie music, if that makes sense. You know? But Webby and that goddamn, I got 612s. I got 612s. I got 612s. I got 612s. That's my song. Period. He said, I got a lot of people want to steal my shit. I got 612s. You can hear my shit. That's my song, y'all. Period. Hands down. If Webby, like, listen, if Webby get his shit together, I will be there. It just is what it is. But, like, at the same time, I'm not. I mean, he got to have his shit together, though. I ain't fucking with nobody that ain't coming, ain't showing up to the show, and can't put on a show like he need to put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Get up there and rap your shit for real, and then, like, yeah, I'm going to be on my way. It just is what it is. I'm going to be on my way. You know, because remind you, they got music together. I feel like I would want to hear, too. Like, what's that song when he say, oh Lord, he said, I'm, I can't think of what he was saying, but y'all know who I'm talking about. It's Webby and Boosie homeboy. They used to go with them. They used to let them rap with them every time, and every now and then. Yeah, he used to. Yeah, he said, when I work that lumber, hit you when I get you. Use a one. Yeah, that. Okay, that part. Like, yeah, I think, you know, I don't know where he at. I don't know if he passed away or not, but is that fact? I don't know. I'm gonna look up the song. I don't know. I know he held his own on there. You see? Remember I told you I'm from the South? And we will compare verses down here. It just is what it is. Yeah, that's how I go. That's the truth of the matter is. Usually on every song, somebody gonna get wrecked. You know what I'm saying? Meaning somebody gonna do better. Y'all make sure y'all hit the damn like. It is what it is. But like, no, usually on every song, right, somebody gonna go harder than somebody else. That's just the way it go. This is the way it go. You know what I'm saying? And then people gonna be like, oh, such and such went hard. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have to say such and such held they own, dog. They didn't just get smoked. It is what it is. He just didn't cook his goose like that. He didn't. He got with him. You know what I'm saying? He got with that. Then you be like, such and such got smoked on his own song. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. He got wrecked. He got wrecked. You know, that's what we say in Texas. He got wrecked. That's why Megan Thee Stallion said, I don't need assurance because a bitch can't wreck me. You know what I'm saying? That's what she meant. This is why all of y'all. This is why I said it's just Texas slang, right? It's the lingo. It's the lingo. It's gonna be the lingo for me. But like, yeah. Yeah, he held his own, because that was my part right there. But the whole song went hard, and I wish I could play it right now. But like, yeah, if Boosie bring Webby out, hell yeah, I'll be there. Um, so shout out to that. And now, moving on. Cause I gotta move on, like Bryson Tiller said. So, what's the kind of daughter? Right? She does uh, an interview with Ray Janae, and I said, look at them. That was so cute to me. Like, that was so cute. You know what I'm saying? Them vibing was so cute to me. Cause you know, like, they literally like, you could tell they kind of understood each other. You know, cause she was like, she was kind of like speaking like, I don't like being in my dad and my mom's limelight like that. You know, I don't really like talking about them. I don't like really asking questions about them. And people be thinking I'm being rude, but like, that's the truth, you know. I try to tell them the best way I know how. Don't come over here asking me about them. You know what I'm saying? And so I just thought that they could really understand each other. Because even Ray Janae was like, and then, you know, when you grow up in the limelight, she said people still be thinking you a kid, you know? And she was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, I thought the interview was really cute for both of them. It just is what it is. Both of them. And if you haven't checked it out already, y'all can check it out if y'all want to. I believe Rachel A has a new. So don't give me the line. Some type of little podcast, some type of little show she got going on. Okay, it's called Her Time. I think it's Her Time, but airtime, hair time, air is airtime. It's airtime. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think it's airtime. I think, y'all. Eris. Eris. Cause it's spelled like hair. You know, like HEIR. Hair. Air. I believe that's how you say air. Whatever. Okay. It just is what it is, y'all. Y'all not I'm not about to let that beat me. Okay, not today. It's not about to take me up and through there. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Yeah, oh yes, Miss Press Curl. That's just what that is. But yeah, Imani, Scrappy's daughter, did a real cute interview with Ray Janae. It was cute. The only thing is, it got a little ugly, I would say, but I haven't saw it like that. So I did see a little clip, though. They got a little ugly, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Just when she started talking about, excuse me, Bambi a little bit, you know, but it is what it is. She don't like Bambi. She don't like Bambi. And like, she basically said that, you know, in her interview. So it is what it is. It's sad, but you know, everybody can't like everybody, you know. But she said she good with the kids, so that's all that matters, you know. You know, and if you know, from Bambi's perspective, you know, that's all really she can ask for. You know, it's for Imani to be a good big sibling to her kids. You know, that's it. Just like it is what it is, you know. Maybe, just maybe we could work on us later, right? But like, for the most part, okay, you know, you feel how you feel. So anyway, shout out to Rachel A and Imani, Scrappy's daughter, who is grown, by the way. Okay, she's grown now. She's in college. Shout out to her. Shout out to that. And then after that, let me move on. Let me talk about something sad real quick. Usually, I like to get the sad stuff out the way. Y'all know I like to start out slow and then speed it up. Anyway, so yeah. But Y'all, truth be told, word on the curb is Bruce Willis wife just recently did an interview, and um she was saying, now first of all, it makes me sad, period, 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 hands down, period. Gotta keep it real. Gots to keep it real. Because like Bruce Willis is like somebody that I admired. Admired? Or fond of? Fan of? All of that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I liked Bruce Willis growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of us that didn't. You know? I feel like he stole our hearts by being on our television screen. It just is what it is. True story. True be told. You know, it's not that many. It's not that many either, by the way. It's not. It's small selected a few. Okay, it's small selected a few. You got Bruce, right? We got Bruce. Hands down, we got motherfucking Bruce. Period. That's our boy. We like Bruce. Who else we be fucking with for real? Patrick. Lord, I could watch Ghost right now. You see? So shout out to Patrick, who Patrick is passed away, right? Patrick passed on, I believe. Shout out to him though. Patrick Swayze was a bad boy in his day. Period. Yeah. Who else we be fucking with real tough? We like Mel. Yeah, we like Mel. We like Mel. We liked. Now y'all know we like y'all know we like. Y'all know we like Ace Ventura crazy ass. What's his real name? Lord, I can't think of Ace Ventura's real name. Damn it. Damn it. It'll come back to me. Mr. Let me tell you something. Hear that gang. We like him for sure. It's not many. Hold on. We got, and then it's the one that married Angelina Jolie. Y'all know we fucking with the pit boy. The Brad. And it ain't that many more. It's not. I feel like it's somebody missing, though. It's definitely somebody missing. But Bruce is on that list, heavy. You know, I'm an 80s baby, and you just had to be there. You just had to be there. But anyway, Bruce Willis was that boy back in his day. And like, he's 70 years old. That's really not that old. But shout out to Bruce, who is, you know, still here, though. He does still, you know, he is still living. But his wife did an interview. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, what? Why? Like, I was kind of confused, really, a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, why is she doing interviews about Bruce? But then I quickly thought, you know, and I was like, well, maybe, just maybe, she's just doing it to update his industry friends, you know, and stuff like that. If I had to guess, you know, because Bruce is retired. He no longer works. We already knew he was sick. And I just didn't understand what was the update for. But then when I thought about it, I was like, okay, well, maybe, you know, just maybe that's the way it goes. You know, when you marry to a public figure. Now, I'm not dense enough to think that she had to do the interview. I just think that for some reason she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know me, I'm going to try to make some type of sense of it. And, like, that's what my mind came up with. Like, just maybe, you know, people still want to uh, know how he's doing, you know, in a way, in a sense, you know, because he is still here, he is still living. So you know, his wife did a interview and she was saying that, you know, Bruce is, she said Bruce is that guy. You know what I'm saying? He really is. He's really still that guy. You know what I'm saying? She said he's really extremely healthy outside of having dementia. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. Bruce either has dementia or he has Alzheimer's, one of the two, you know. But for everybody who don't know, dementia is like early stages of Alzheimer's. Now, I do think everybody doesn't get Alzheimer's, but they are, to me, kind of one and the same, honestly. It's just a brain disease, you know, that I'm sure a lot of us know about. Because, see, the thing is, a lot of people experience dementia because somebody in their family gets it, you know. Um, you know, I experienced it way before family, even though I've had family that's had to deal with stuff like that, and close family friends, if you will. Consider my family still to me. But like, I have a background in healthcare, so you know, I experienced it kind of early, I would say, really early. And it's a brain disease, you know. It's a brain disease that ultimately just affects the brain in a horrible way, like a horrible way. Like it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's really bad. It's literally like dying. It's literally like, you know how Nicki Minaj said, for real, that stuck with me when she said that. She said, because to live doesn't mean you're alive. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. It's like living in a shell, though, you know? Because you're not in your right mind anymore. Like, you don't really know what's going on anymore. You barely know your name. You know, you barely know it. All your memory erased. That's the best thing that I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? All of your memory gets erased. All of it. All of it. You don't remember shit. You know, and it gets so bad to the point where you even don't even remember to eat and all of that no more, right? So it gets bad. It's extremely bad. And that's what Bruce Willis is dealing with. So, you know, just prayers. Prayers for him. Continue prayers for him and his family. Because the wife was saying that they had to ultimately make a hard decision to put Bruce in some type of facility, you know? And the comments was going crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what I'm saying? The comments was, why he just can't stay at home? Why he can't stay at home? He got enough money to stay at home. God damn it, y'all should let him be at home. You know, and I honestly can say I kind of felt the same way. You know, it is what it is. Because, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. I also respect people's decision, you know. And people were saying that, like, Bruce, his wife, probably couldn't care for him at home. They probably just couldn't keep him at home no more, you know. And then I will say that she did say that the facility that where he is, he's really near, he's close to home. She said it was a hard decision, but she had to ultimately because her and Bruce share 2 young kids. Now, see, that's why I was left dumbfounded at, because I didn't even know Bruce had this wife, this said wife. I didn't. I was like, take the what, lead the what? Like, where'd she come from? Because last time I checked, Bruce was single. You know, I didn't know he had moved on and had recovered and whatnot. So anyway, but his wife said she had to put him in a facility. And it's just, but the thing is, Bruce Willis fans, you know, pull your drawers out your ass and let your booty shake. You see? Yeah, just a little. Don't just get him in a wad, okay? And start assuming things, because the lady said, Yeah, for all of you, he got enough money, he got enough money, he got enough money. You see? She said they built him a facility. Okay? It's only for Bruce. I said, okay, Miss President Girl. Tell me more. You see, tell me more. Now I'm interested. But allegedly, it's Bruce's shit. It is what it is. It's something that they built for him, allegedly, right? Well, like I don't know. Maybe he the only patient there. And you had a lot of people who was like, well, the people go downhill when they leave home and they not at home no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I thought to that was I hope and pray that they like took some things that was familiar from home for Bruce. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's just pictures, plants, cups, his blanket. Just some of his favorite things needed to follow him to that damn facility. You know what I'm saying? I would say. It just is what it is. So maybe, just maybe, it could feel like home to him. But yeah, shout out to Bruce Willis though, who like I said, was one of our faves back in the day, right? He was just like a childhood hero or something like that. It is what it is. I like Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. He seemed like a really good guy, It is what it is. Prayers up for him too. Now, after that though, let me move on. Let me talk about Tamar Braxton real quick. I swear it ain't gonna be long. It's not. It just ain't. Cause like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Tamar Braxton makes me feel like she might have a lying spirit on her. I can't prove it. So no, I'm not telling my audience like it's actual and factual. I wouldn't dare, okay? I'm telling y'all that after a brief moment of research, that's what I came up with, okay? It just is what it is. But I'm not saying she's lying about anything that she has going on right now, okay? Period. I just have to put that out there. Now, her dentist came out and said she was sleepwalking, y'all. I mean, she said, no, that's not what she said. She said damn it. She said it could be 3 things of what happened to Tamar. And I forgot what the other 2 was. She said they canceled out the first 2. So she said ultimately then that leaves us to sleepwalking. So that's what they think Tamar was doing. Maybe she was. Somebody recently said, I think Funky Dineva did. Don't quote me though. I don't know if he did. So allegedly. Somebody said though that Tamar, something about some crazy pills. Some crazy prescription, medicine, or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I just really don't know. I will say this though. Tamar said something about healing. Something about her mental. Did she say that? I think she said something about a mental health journey. And that was a red flag for me. I don't care. I really don't care how we got here, all right? That's not important to me. What's important to me is that you're learning, right? So it won't happen again. Like, that's what's important to me. And then I'm always listening. I heard what she said. That's what she said. She said something about my mental health journey starts now or something like that. To me, that's saying a lot without saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's saying like everything that you didn't say. Because let's talk about what you said. You said you woke up in blood. You said you don't know what happened to you. You said some teeth fell out your goddamn head. That's what she said. Okay. And then she said her mental health journey is about to start. See, you got to read between the lines. Mental health don't necessarily have nothing to do with like an accident, you know? So it's almost like me. One time I jumped on my Facebook and I'm like, Lord, I done fell in the goddamn shower today. Yeah, I did. I absolutely the fuck did. You see? But I feel like if I would have said, I fell in the shower, I done had an accident. I done fell in the goddamn tub. Ugh. Ugh. If I would have said that, and then I would have followed it up with, but I'm okay. I bruised my hip, but I'm okay. My mental health journey starts today. I feel like that's gonna make people be concerned. Cause how the hell, you know, it goes from just like and like it goes from like an innocent, right? To wait a minute, what's going on? You know, like there's more there. Is there more to it? You know, like what's going on? Like it's all like, yeah, it just is what it is. She just. Ugh. So maybe when I keep talking about Tamar, I keep saying that I hope she gets her shit together. I pray that she gets her shit together. And that's the truth. I do. I pray Tamar Braxton gets her shit together. It is what it is. Because you know how I tell y'all all the time. My audience knows, my pooper stars know. It's something that I was watching and I can't even remember what it was. I just can't. My bad. I used to even know where it come from. And maybe it'll pop back up to me. It'll come to me before this live is over. But people used to say, like, it's this saying, somebody say, boy, you always got some shit with you. Period. Like, you always got some shit with you. There's somebody that always got something going on. Just period. It's always the fuck something. You know them type of people. Have you ever had that type of person in your life? Oh God. That's how I felt about Tamar Braxton. That's how I feel about Tamar Braxton. It's just one thing after the next, after the next, then after the next, then after the next, and then something got next, and then something gonna have next. You see, and I'm tired. Like I am literally tired for her, you know, for her. Cause it's like, at what point do things get old? You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I drawn to the conclusion? Because yesterday I was like, you know what? Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Oh, they the new Blueface and Chrisean. Oh, yeah. Move over, Miss Preston Curl. These old schools got y'all. It is what it is. These old schools got y'all. And so I really didn't realize just how similar Chrisean and motherfucking Tamar Braxton are. They like one and the same. One just classier. Yeah. Shit. One just a little classier. Shit. So that's why Tamar had it's not funny, but that explains why Tamar had Chrisean up in there with Toni Braxton holding Tony's hand, kumbaya and shit. You see, because Tamar don't really see. she don't see what Tony see when she looking at Chrisean. You know. I can imagine she probably see herself. Yeah. You want the truth, you're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me, baby. Yeah. Yes, indeed. In my hearts of our hearts, I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like that's what's going on. Tamar and Chrisean, they are one in the same. And now that I done told y'all that, go and watch the motherfuckers and tell me. Come back, be like, no. Or be like, you might be on to something. Yeah, you might have been on to something. Because, I mean, it just is what it is. So, anyway. I said, anyway. Just an observation. It is what it is. I told y'all one thing about me. I'm a looker. I pay attention, okay? So shout out to that. Now, anyway, the next thing I wanted to tell y'all is congratulations to Cam Newton, y'all. Who now, first of all, well, hold on. Yeah, no. Let me bring it back. First of all, there has been a lot of fake news. That's why I tell y'all. Y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the tea, but I only mess with reliable sources. So shout out to that. In other words, I don't like telling y'all shit that ain't true. I don't like telling y'all fake news. I don't like spreading rumors, false information, none of that shit. And one thing about me, I damn sure hate to be like, y'all remember I told y'all, well, that wasn't true. I call that walking my story back down. And I will. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a woman about my shit. I don't mind. Then plus, like I said, I'm big on real news. You know what I'm saying? Real news, real tea, real scoop. Like nothing fake. It is what it is. Because we ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like some people do that. Some people thrive. That's their lane. That's not for me. That's not for me. Because one thing about me, when I started this, I said I wanted out the rip. I wanted to be a trusted source. Okay? It just is what it is. Like somebody that my audience can trust for real. You can't do that when you be spreading false information. You know what I'm saying? Fake news and stuff like that. You can't do that. But I think this came from a trusted source. So shout out to that. Well, I would say a good source. Congratulations, because word on the carpet is Cam Newton has like, I don't know, like something's going on with him and ESPN. Okay, allegedly. He was already doing whatever he was doing with Stephen A. Smith and First Take and all of that. And so now they were saying something about trying to get something about offering Cam like a bigger role. So shout out to him and that. Because I told y'all, if like that's the only person I see like really being good in that position. I mean like really good. Like, yeah, give it to him. Like now, That's it. I didn't see, like of course they said Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco would have been great too. But like it's kind of messy. For Ocho, that would have been a little messy. And Ocho probably don't, I don't think Ocho want to. In other words, I don't think he would want Shannon Sharp to get fired and then they try to hire him for the job. I just, you know what I'm saying? Something tells me that Ocho Cinco he just not with a mess like that, if that makes sense. I think he is willing to take a harder route, a different route, a longer route before he do it like that, Because Shannon Sharp has given him an opportunity. That I feel like he is grateful for. So anyway, but word on the carpet is Cam Newton, okay, is allegedly, you know what I'm saying, finna be over there at First Take with Stephen A. And I'm like, yeah, congratulations to him. He deserve it. I feel like he deserve it, And even though I be on Cam Newton's head a little bit, I used to be. So shout out to me and shout out to that. Oh, I used to have a funky good time. I did. Because one time Cam Newton said something that ruffled my feathers. Yeah, Miss Pretty Curl, it just is what it is. He did. He said something I didn't the fuck like. So, like, I started checking his ass. It is what it is. Oh, yes. Nike? Shit. Give me something. Because I definitely started checking Cam. I did. Oh, I did. I stood on business with him. And I really wish, like, right now, I could pull it up for y'all and let y'all hear it. Because, like, oh, yes, I was on his head. It just is what it is. Because he said something that rubbed me the fucking wrong way. Something about some bad bitches. And I went out. You see? Bad bitches. Bad bitches. But anyway. But I'm past that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm past that. So congratulations to Cam Newton, who is doing big things. It is what it is. Big things popping. He got big things popping. Like T.I. said. Not to mention Cam Newton, they got a lot of goddamn kids. Okay? A lot. So anyway. Yes. Let me see what I had. How many topics I had today? I had 1, 2, 3. Y'all jump in my comments and let me know what's going on, what I missed. Let me know if I missed something. Because this going to be my last live for today. So y'all get in here, talk that talk with me. I need to know. If I missed something, let me know so I can cover it. Okay? But I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11 topics. That's what's up. But, yeah. And then, oh, Lord, Young Thug and Rallo, child. I just don't. You know, it is what it is. I feel like between the two, everybody talking about all of this money they getting, out of this money that they making. But I'm like, well, go make some more. Like, for real, it's never too late. Go make some more. That shit. And bless your community. Or something. Be a blessing. Be a blessing. While you in. You see? It just is what it is. One, everybody don't get that opportunity every day. You got a lot of people who wish they had the opportunity, right? To be a blessing to others. Like, why, like, listen, I can't put my heart's desires off on you. So I take that back. Just like, why y'all can't find out something else to do? You know, it is what it is. People are bored. You know? The truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. You want the truth? You're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me. Young Thug ass is bored. You know? They didn't put him on this probation. He's on this strict probation. And, I'll take it a step further, too, though, because, that's what I do. I think a lot of people, and I said this yesterday, I think a lot of people aren't taking into account what happened to Young Thug. What happened to Young Thug has been traumatizing to him. I recommend he get a journal, just get him a YSL journal, for real, and be done with it. I mean, smack it up, flip it, rub that bitch down. I mean, like, for real, write your thoughts, front, and side to side, you see? Yeah, like UGK said. And, like, just get them all the fuck out of your head and out of your system. Daily. That's what I recommend. Yeah, shout out to that. Because, like, I don't know how to put it. I just feel like, and another thing, too. Therapy. I recommend therapy for the Young Thug, too. If hey, it is what it is. He has the means. Take care of your business, please. Handle your business. Don't allow it to handle you. Yeah. Therapy. And if you like me, you don't necessarily feel comfortable talking to, somebody, then do therapy with the Lord. It's better, in my opinion, depending on who you ask. And hey, I got the flow today. I think that going through therapy with God is the best therapy that there is in the land, within the land. Shout out to what's her name? Whatever. You see? Yeah. I mean, like, free yourself though. I just want Young Thug to free himself. Okay? Like Fantasia said, it is what it is. And I do mean immediately. So shout out to that. I do. Yeah. And then Rallo too. You know, Rallo, another one. Another one. Rollo needs some intensive therapy too. Because him and Young Thug, they suffer from the same things. Worried about the wrong shit, you know? And whatever type of trauma and dramas, okay, that the two of them have been through and witnessed. Same thing, just different person, just different people. Rilo been working on himself though, I think. And I say that because we haven't been hearing from him that much. Okay. Seemingly he's finally starting to like worry about his real life business affairs. Okay. You know, online he was still just trying to prove something to everybody. Proof. You know, he wanted proof. Like a camera. Child, but listen, between the both of them need to sit down somewhere and journal. Okay. So shout out to that. Oh yes, Miss Preston Curl. You know, like one thing that a good therapist, hell, I feel like any therapist is gonna recommend. They're gonna recommend you journal. Okay, get your thoughts out, get them out. Sometimes you gotta get them out of you to really, you know, feel better. Or you know, journaling does different things for different people, but it's something that a lot of therapists recommend. Okay, even God, he told me, period, he told me I need to be journaling, so I started, and like, yeah, okay, so shout out to that. And like, yeah, I listen, I wish all of these brothers well, all of them, every last one. And hell, I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but Young Thug, I still like your music. So shout out to that. I'm still listening. And cause I mean, I just hate to say it, but I just really don't give a fuck, you know, kinda, about what's going on in Atlanta, and take the what and leave the what. I just don't care. You see, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Um, Young Thug being a snitch or not, don't like. What does that do for me? I'm sorry, I'm not so caught up in the street life where I can't listen to a snitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just, you know. So it is what it is. I thank God though. Thank God. Cause that don't scare me. You see, like what Scotty said. Anyway, speaking of Young Thug, though, like listen, somebody said go check on Wham. Ooh, they made me dry heat with that one. That shit was funny. Okay, yeah. All jokes aside, it was funny. You know, but truth be told, though, real talk, true story. Somebody do need to check on Lil Baby, cause he didn't raise all of this hell. And I said, ooh, boy, that's hell. You see? That is hell. Mm, 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 mm. Baby, I was done. You see? Stick the fork. I'm done. Now anyway, common sense is not so common. I tell y'all that all the time. So shout out to that. It's not. It's just absolutely not. Common sense is not that common anymore. Is you see? And so, child, King, right? King does an interview. Again, shout out to Ray Janae. She doing the damn thing, you know? She on the road. And so she did an interview with King Harris. And shout out to King Harris, who I like. I like King Harris. Um Oh yes, Miss Preston Curl, I do. I have a mind of my own, right? So when everybody be doing what they be doing, I be like, why y'all doing it? Though. But what y'all doing though? What's going on though? You know, like I got questions. It just is what it is. I got questions. Mm, mm. So but anyway, King did an interview with Ray Janae. And in the interview, King said, clear as day, she said, who inspires you? Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Jackson has always inspired me since I was real little. You know what I'm saying? He said, I am inspired to be bigger than Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and that is a huge ass goal that I might not never achieve, but it keeps me pushing. Like, how could he say that to all of these people saying he's like, what Michael? A Michael Jackson he went to school with? You know, like people was just on his head. Like everything he said just jumped over their fucking head. It just is what it is. It picked the world up and dropped it on over their fucking head. You see? The drop went over their head. Okay? Period. Cause like he said clear as day, I'm probably not gonna ever be as big as Mike. That's a huge ass goal, but it just makes me work. It keeps me working. Like, hey, is y'all cool? Like, I just, cause see, one thing about Shay Renee, I'm gonna stop and check on you. So shout out to that, okay? You know, a lot of these people look at you like a bag. You're nothing more than a comment. You're nothing more than an engagement. You know, you're nothing more than a check. A monthly check to a lot of these people that do what I do. But you are so much more than that to me, you see? Because I see you as a person, okay? I see you as a person with a real life, real feelings, and real shit going on. You see? It just is what it is. Oh, yes, Miss Presser Girl. So shout out to that, okay? But I tell my pool stars that all the time. Over here with me, you are seen. You know what I'm saying? You will always be seen too. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? God could make me as big as day tomorrow. And you're going to still be important over here. So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to still matter. You know, but that's what's good about like starting from the bottom, you know, and having to work your way up and slang your chalk and whatnot. Because like to me, you like you're being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like to me, you never want to lose that. This is what it is. You never want to lose that. So like, yeah, I tell y'all that all the time. Y'all know it's important to me that I can be myself with y'all. It is what it is. It's important to me that I can be myself. Period. I don't want to have to be in no disguise. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to feel like I need makeup for y'all to see me. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to feel like I need my hair done for y'all to see me. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to feel like I have to be shaped a certain way for y'all to see me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like I have to look like nothing besides what God gave me. You know, I just... You did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to that. Like, you know, I just want, you know, I want y'all to get the real me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, shout out to God for allowing me that. Because it could have been different. It could have. It could have been different. I could have started when I was up. You know what I'm saying? Like 7. I could have. Like way, 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 way. You know? Um, in my blessings. But God saw it different. So shout out to that. He saw it different for me. And I'm glad. I'm glad too. Because I don't want to be so big that I can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be so big that I don't feel nothing. And I damn sure don't want to be so big where I look down on anyone. So shout out to that. And then anyway, after that, let me go ahead and touch bases with this last story. So Chrisean Rock, like I said, Chrisean Rock is thriving and riding. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but yeah, it's been a little bit longer than 15 minutes. So shout out to her and that. Now, Whack 100, I don't know where the hell Whack been. Honestly, if I had to guess, I really don't know where Whack been. You know what I'm saying? And if this was the old Shay Renee, I would know. I would. Because I would have, I be here, there, everywhere. But back in the day, I used to be way more places than I am now. But y'all know I'm still here, there, everywhere to get the tea. So don't get it twisted. But yeah, no. Not like I would have been. Like, I would have been and found out where Whack was. But anyway, it's not important. But it's just not. But if I had to guess, Whack either been 2 places. Either he was in jail, which I don't think he was, because I think I would have heard that through the grapevine that Whack been in jail. It's either he was in jail, or it's either he was chilling on the algorithm. And let me tell y'all what I mean when I say that. I feel like sometimes people can overly, so it's like, at first you see a video with Whack 100 and it got 20,000 views, 30,000 views, 50,000 views, then you go, the next video you see, it might got 10,000 views, 6,000 views, 3,000 views, 1,000 views, like 50 views, 102 views. You see, I feel like he kind of been chilling on the algorithm, if you ask me. It's just I could be wrong, so don't take my word on that. I'm just saying, I'm assuming, I'm guessing, I'm taking a swing at it, okay? Because in my hearts of our hearts, I just feel like, yeah, I do. I feel like sometimes the internet gets bored with people. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got to strike it when it's hot, And, yeah, I just feel like some people lose that. They lose a little heat, if you will. No different than Charleston White. Don't get it twisted. Charleston White lost his little, and then what he do? He started, going to other platforms and branching out and stuff. And, now he, to me, he I don't know where he is right now. Maybe he just cruising. But I know his numbers aren't the same. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people who don't tune into Charleston White like they used to. So, I'm just assuming here. I could be wrong. And then I take it a step further. Sometimes when you say something, it'll end up happening. But I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, we won't be getting no Charleston White say cheese interviews no time soon. Unless he goes viral. Now, let me just say this. For instance, this is how they've been doing it, I noticed. Charleston White, see, that's another thing, too. Charleston White be doing shit, right? Okay, let me just say this. This is how it goes. So, he's talking about, I want to see Boosie get as much time as he can get. Give Boosie as much time as he can get. I cannot stand Boosie. This about Boosie. This is about Boosie, right? Trying to go viral off of Boosie. So if he does go viral off of Boosie and the people give a damn enough, then he'll come an interview, you know, a Charleston White interview or something like that. But like for the most part, them numbers is sinking and tanking, you know, on Charleston. It just is what it is. And if I had to guess, I think they was doing that with Whack 100 too. So I think he took an algorithm break. Honestly, truthfully. I could be wrong though. That's just what I think. I'm taking a guess at it. But anyway, recently Whack 100 was saying that Chrisean is going to end up going back to Blueface. He's crazy too. Because the way he said it, I was like, Whack, that's weird. Like, just coming from your background, it's crazy that you would say something like that, even if you thought it. He was basically saying that Chrisean ain't going to just leave her boo, though. He's talking about she going to kind of what they did to the lamb. Y'all know. Like, you know, what people be saying she did to Ronnie, allegedly. And I just, you know, yeah, I just like, whatever, Whack. Out of all the things you could have came back and said, that's what you want to say. Okay. Like, he could have stayed where he was, left that in the dust with some that, you know, and just like, is you cool? Like, Whack is something else. But I will say this, though. Whack loves talking about Chrisean. I feel like he knows Chrisean do numbers. And even though I don't think he like it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't. So shout out to that. I don't think he likes it that much. But yeah, he does. He talks about Chrisean, and I think he talks about Chrisean like why a lot of people like to talk about Chrisean. One, she's interesting. Two, she does numbers. Okay, it is what it is. Whack wants to get back into the algorithm. So to me, that's why he having a sit down with Vlad. Vlad is another one that be scraping and scrambling. It is what it is. Vlad be scraping and scrambling for numbers, views. You know, one thing that I can say about this game, it's a really interesting game. I do. I think it's a really interesting game because you have to be prepared. You know, you have to me, you have to be prepared to do good some months and do worse on others. You know, it is what it is. But ultimately, I think when they get a little bit of success, and when I say they, I mean people in this space on YouTube's platform, they just chase it. You know, they just chase it constantly. You know, like a bus. It's being chased. You know, so if they get let's say they get 50,000 views. You know, and they're used to getting money. The money that come with 50,000 views, then that's what they gonna want to keep doing. You know, but hey, this game is where like you hot and then you cold. You know, that's what I was just realizing. So like it is what it is. I'm here for it. I feel like it's enough news and algorithm for it to go around for everybody. But you know, being real and just in this space and being so vigilant to things and observant, I would say. I realized that Vlad numbers, you know, they sinking too right now, you know. So yeah, but anyway, Chrisean Rock news. Chrisean is still thriving. Okay, I know a lot of people can't stand it. I know a lot of people don't want to see it, and hell, half of you don't want to admit it. Okay, half of them do not want to admit. But the truth of the matter is, though, that girl is still thriving. Okay, and riding out this success. So shout out to that. Yeah. And she got in the studio with her sister too just recently. They was in the studio and I said, well, that's good for the sister. That's really good for the sister because I don't care who. I don't care. I told y'all once, and so now this will be the second time. Chrisean knows how to make music. Does that make sense? She does. Chrisean has made 3 decent songs. They might not be chart You know, like they might not be Billboard songs or whatever. Y'all know I don't get that deep into it. But the girl knows how to make a good song. She does. She's made 3 so far. Even though that one with Lil Mabu or whatever, I don't know if we can necessarily call that her song, but she was on it. You know? And I like Yahweh. I keep telling y'all that. I like that song. I hate Chrisean doesn't. I hate that she doesn't have the backing she needs to promote it, because it's a good song. That's the truth. It's a good song. I like it. And so, yeah, I'm like, congratulations to her and her sister, you know, who allegedly, you know, was in the studio. Well, I saw them. Chrisean had put it on her story that they was in the studio together. So congratulations to the sister who, you know, if you ask me, probably finna get somewhere, you know, at least, you know, halfway down the road, you know what I'm saying, with her little sister's help. It just is what it is. Now, I haven't ever heard the sister's music. It is what it is. So, you know, maybe it's going to take Chrisean to help get her up in the algorithm, you know? I mean, it just is what it is. But, like, congratulations to them. Because, like I said, I don't know if Chrisean learned from Blueface. I don't necessarily know where she learned it from. But Chrisean knows how to put a song together. Now, remind you, everybody can't do that. Some people can put a song together, but it's trash. Some people just can't put a song together, a good one, to save their lives. You know. So shout out to Chrisean, because I feel like, man, listen, if she was to get some of the things that she need in the industry behind her, I don't know exactly what it is. Probably just a better team. You know. You know what I'm saying? Because she might be on to something. It is what it is. Like, people like her. That's what people don't understand. You got a lot of people who don't. You have a lot of people who do. You know. Chrisean is very, 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 very popular with the younger generation. Moran. It just is what it is. Child, shit. Chrisean needs to be trying to make her some music for Generation Moran. It just is what it is. Like, listen, if you're going to do the gospel thing, do it. Do it. Do it to your best ability. Shit. But, like, yeah. So when I seen them in the studio, guess who else was with them though? Chaotic. And I was like, I see the plot. You know what I'm saying? I see the plot. It's chaotic, y'all. It's chaotic. It's chaotic. It's chaotic. Chaotic is a businessman. It is what it is. Chaotic is a businessman. I watched him go from a tag along to a little bit better. You know, almost like I was telling you with Funky Dineva yesterday. Funky Dineva brand, it just be coasting, you know, like a 10-speed. It coasts. You know what I'm saying? It hardly ever elevates like that. And so, but with Chaotic, oh yeah, Chaotic has came a ways. Like a ways. If you ask him, I'm sure he's not where he want to be, but it is what it is. He ain't where he was. So shout out to him and shout out to that. Now, if you ask me, because you know the sister been kicking it with Chaotic a lot. I think the Chaotic probably put a buzz in that sister's ear and said, listen, you and your sister are better together than you are alone in this industry without her. You know, because the thing is, your sister got a little pull. You know, and you might not want to believe it or not, but I mean, she got more going on than you. Okay? She a bigger name than you. She a bigger celebrity than you. You know? So, to me, he got her to call Chrisean up. Some kind of way patch things up with Chrisean. Get on some type of business shit, you know, with them. And shit, it even work out in his favor, too, because he got whatever he got going on, too. So now he has access at both sisters, not just one. You know? So it is what it is. Remind you, I wouldn't even be surprised if chaotic, chaotic is going for it. It is what it is. He's gonna go for it. Shit, whatever it is, he gonna go for it. And shit, I wouldn't be surprised if chaotic is more like shit, like, Chrisean is cool, but like Natalie Natalie next. Hey, I'm trying to kick it with Natalie. I want to get in the room with Natalie, and then let me, he's like that. Strategic, I would say. Really strategic. You know what I'm saying? And being that I'm not 100% sure, but I think he done with Love and Hip Hop, his little Love and Hip Hop phase. Yeah, I could see him, like, what's the next best thing? The next best thing will be Zeus. Yeah, shit. I was listening to an interview yesterday where Lemmy was saying, Lemmy was basically saying, like, he wants Jess to come on Baddies, Jess Hilarious. And he was saying that, like, he got a nice bag for Jess. And I believe that. Because Jess was like, you gave me a nice bag before, you know? So shout out to her. She was like, I believe it. Because I came before and you gave me such and such and such and such. But, like, yeah. Yeah, I could see Chaotic trying to work his way up, like, like that. You know what I'm saying? Work his way on over to Lemmy's office, and excuse me, get in Lemmy's contact, list, and in Lemmy's good graces or something like that. But yeah, shout out to Chrisean though, who, like I said, like, shit, y'all remember that song? 5, 4, 3, 2, your time is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, your time is up. Shit, not with Chrisean. You see, Chrisean like, shit, I just now get started. I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. Like a car somebody been in jail. When somebody go to jail. When somebody go to jail, shit, and don't want nobody driving they shit. Put the cover up my shit. I'll be back. Yeah. Chrisean just get started. Yeah, like a car. Been waiting on somebody to get out of jail. It just is what it is. Like, they got her bent. And, like, I know they don't like it. But they can't stop it. It is what it is. They ain't gonna be able to stop it. I told y'all that. Ain't council culture ain't nothing but the industry, pissing the industry off. You piss the industry off, they'll take you up and through there. Oh yes, Miss Preston Curl. But that's what you gotta do though. Until then, green lights. Nothing but green lights. Green lights, green flags. I really think the industry hates to hear no. I told y'all that earlier on my first stream today. Like, in my hearts of our hearts, I feel like the industry, like, I don't know. I just feel like once you say no to something, or I don't know, I just feel like they start treating you different, if that makes sense, child. I don't make the rules. Y'all. But and remember I told y'all people thought that Chrisean and her new boo, Beano had broke up. Nah, they still together. Child, he's still hanging like a nutsack. I'm like, okay. I think I like it. At first I thought he was a cloud chaser, and listen, he probably is. I ain't mad. Shit. I ain't mad. I mean, difference. If he's just a working man, then yeah, that's weird. He a cloud chaser. You know, I would consider him a cloud chaser, probably. But if he's just a guy who, like, cause I noticed y'all, he make music. Hold on, here I come. So Chrisean Boo, he makes music. I seen like, so like, come on, he wants to be in the industry. So if he wants to be in the industry, then what the hell? Like, it makes sense. Remember, remind y'all, they said he used to mess with Stunner Girl. You know, he used to mess with Stunner Girl too. So like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, and I don't take it on. It's not rocket science. Like, he clearly want to be in the industry. So like, duh, you know, that's how I feel about it. You know, it ain't like he's some fucking bus driver. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like when he met Chrisean, he was driving buses. And now he on live talking about you know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is. It's like, no, when you met me, right? I was trying to get on. I was trying to be seen. Shit, I was trying to be known, you know? A little people know me, but shit, I said, fucking with you, now it's gonna be a lot, you know? Like, it is what it is. And I take it a step further, too. You got a lot of people who feel like they using each other, too. So that's that, you know? That's that too, which can really, you know, be true because, hey, I gotta keep it real. Y'all know I got to keep it real with y'all. Before Chrisean got with this dude, right? All people was talking about was the baby. You know, Chrisean and her baby. You know, so. And then I also think it helps that people be saying like his mother is like, you know, like over a church, you know, they be trying to say, you know, that's why him and Chrisean go to church every Sunday and stuff like that. It's like, you know, it's like they have interest, you know, they have interest in each other. So, ooh, but I wonder what his mama was thinking for real. Like, what was she thinking for real? Was she thinking like, you know, wow, what a blessing? You know what I'm saying? I won't even question it. I won't ask, why me? Why my son? Like, Lord, we have to pray her away, you know, or like, you know what I'm saying? Was it like, um, you know, like, God is good, you know, that's my son. I won't question it. I won't question you. I'm welcoming to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman of God. Um, and I'm just, you know, gonna walk as such. You know, I'm not gonna be judgmental, you know. Like she could have, man, the lady, oof, she could feel all kinds of ways. You see? And I just wish I could have been a fly on the wall. You know, too, because them ain't the only ways that she could have felt, too. She also could have felt like, well, wow, this is kind of, you know, this is a little publicity. You know, this little publicity for my church a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little extra blessing in the collection pot too. You know, just that too. You know, that could have happened too. You know, the church could, you know, very well try to look into exploiting her too, though. You know, because I just feel like, listen, in the industry, people get exploited. It just is what it is. They do. They do. Kind of like what I be telling y'all about Kai Sanat. Where's Kai Sanat? Where's Kai? Is the industry mad at him, or did they just use him? Is he just no longer beneficial? I don't think it's that. Excuse me. I don't think it's that. I don't think Kai Sanat is no longer beneficial. Or remember what I was just telling y'all just a second ago, how like the numbers be dropping and stuff like that. Now I do think that things have probably changed. You know, because remind you, it's almost like they not like us, right? They not like us. It's a good example. When it first came out, it was hot as hell. Now I'm sure it lost its momentum. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. People ain't listening to it as many times a day as they used to, right? So same thing, you know. But I'm like, but the industry to me, it has a way of using you. Shit, I don't know how else to put it. It is what it is. Like that song, you can keep on using me until you use me up. You know what I'm saying? I think people get used up. Used up, dyed, fried, and tossed to the side. You see? And you got to be ready for that. It is what it is. You have to be ready for that. You got to be preparing. Like even Kai. One thing about Kai Sanat, I damn sure think Kai Sanat is ready for that. Because this is the thing. Kai Sanat, like, I hate to say it, but the truth is, Kai Sanat didn't need the industry. He didn't. They needed him. You know? So it's just like when I used to tell the rap girls, quit going to these interviews. I'm talking about the brand new ones. The brand spanking new ones. So, like, here's a good example. Flipper T. Shout out to Flipper T. On who? On me. Hey, I like her song. My affirmation so for real. You on your head. Hey, and then I'll take it a step further too. Don't she got two? I think she dropped another song. Oh yeah, this is what I manifest. I manifest. Shout out to Flipper T. I like her. Oh, I like her. And I pray that she gets exactly whatever she wants and needs out of you know, this music thing she got going. But she a good example. Flipper T is a brand new artist, right? Brand new, brand spanking new. When Flipper T goes to these interviews, she needs to avoid is there anybody that inspired you? Is there anybody that you would want to work with? She has to avoid them questions. She has to find a way to answer them. You know what I'm saying? You know, is there anybody that inspired you? That one is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's okay to give a girl their cards. But you have to be really careful with that. Is there anybody that you would want to work with? You know what I'm saying? Because that one, there'll be a trick question. You know? Like to me, if she was up under me and I was doing her PR, I would just tell them it's so many people. It's so many people. You know, like, I'll be like, tell them this is your dream. You know, this is your dream. So it's so many people that you will want to work with. You know, just it is what it is. You gotta get them out for that. Cause it is what it is. They're gonna try to drive that home. To me, they're gonna try to make some type of mess out of it. Like you cannot get into the mess. And then last but not least, right? When you on your shit, okay, like she said in the song, you ain't gotta go looking for features. The features gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? People like who was that? Danny Lee. That was Danny Lee that said Chris Brown wanted to hop on her song. What's that song they got together? Ooh, is it? Nah, hold on. That's Jordan Sparks. Man, when Chris Brown be collabing with them women, man, that shit be fire, don't it? He got a fire ass song with I wanted to call her Seven. That might be it, right? What I was singing, and it won't stop. Ah, ah, ooh, yes, baby. But anyway, long story short, Danny Lee, how Danny Lee song go? I can't think of Danny Lee's song, but I love it. It's an absolute fucking bop. Okay. And she said Chris Brown wanted to get on that. He wanted to get on that. It just is what it is. I feel like that's what you do. That's what you do it for too. Those are the moments that you sit back and you marvel. You know what I'm saying? Or just relish. Celebrate your work, your art, your craft, and the work you put in. Cause when they start calling, yeah, yes, Miss Preston Curl. Cause if you do what you're supposed to do, they gonna call, you know. And that's what I be saying. Same thing. You ain't gotta go knocking down nobody wall, knocking down nobody doors, nobody. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I love to tell the rap girls that. And so, like, yeah, I forgot what I was even telling y'all about, though. What was I telling y'all about? I hate when I do that. No matter, though. At the end of the day, yeah. If I was part of her PR team, though, I'd just be like, man, it's so many. It's so many. It's too many different people to name. And then you probably got to throw, some stuff out there. Or, it is what it is. But, like, they gonna come. Here's what it is. They gonna come. Take care of your business. It's like, they coming. They coming. But media is gonna do their job. And media is kind of messy. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it is. It's messy. Shit. It made me think about when Birdman had to check Charlamagne now. He checked them for being messy, though. He did. Shit. Birdman said he said they be playing with his name too much up in there, up in fucking there. You see? Yeah, he said, I'll trill y'all. But yeah, I know. The internet, it can be very messy, extremely messy. But like, man, you gotta stand clear of that. Unless that's your lane. Some people thrive in that. AKA Ray J. You know what I'm saying? AKA Ray J. I hate to say it, but like that is Ray J's lane now. Crazy too, right? Crazy as hell. Child, you about to make me. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to let y'all go. Let me see. I am. Let y'all go and probably eat this chicken. Some of this chicken I cooked last night, baby. And it won't stop. Ooh. And some okra, baby. Sure did. The industry is a messy place, dog. And you can damn so get left behind. But shout out to Chrisean, though, who like keep pushing. Chrisean is that girl. Hold on, y'all. Woo. Damn. What did the time go? 12 o'clock. It came so damn fast. It's not even funny. That okra good. Oh, that okra good. Yes, indeed. Child, what else is going on? Y'all let me know what I missed before I get out of here. Yeah. Like when Honey cried. I said, look at what. I said, look at Whack over here talking about Chrisean. Him and Vlad. Was that Vlad? Or was it Adam? It might have been Adam, though. Oh, Vlad. Ooh. Vlad can't stand Chrisean. A lot of people can't stand Chrisean. Shout out to her, though, for pushing forward. Shit. Regardless. It be like that sometimes. Everybody ain't gonna like you. And you don't have to care. I don't know who need to hear that, but you don't have to care. You see? I said you just don't have to care. But anyway, y'all, baby, I'm about to eat the rest of this chicken. And then find me something else to do in my day. You see? So shout out to that. I'll see y'all on my next live. I appreciate everybody who came through. Y'all know, if an emergency come up, I'll be back. So shout out to that. I will crank up an emergency live if I need to. So I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Always. I love you all. And don't forget I love y'all for loving me. Bye, y'all.